What's going on with the YouTube, man? Today we are going to be watching terrifying kid shows. We're going to react to a new channel. I ain't talked to y'all like this in a little minute. I had to make an intro because I don't think I talked about it at all. And also, I didn't tell you to subscribe. So you feel what I'm saying? Subscribe. If you're new, watch a little bit of the video. If I'm dirt, let me know I'm dirt. I'm trolling. I'm going to keep it a buck. I am for sure trolling. If you tell me I'm dirt, I'm going to delete it. Or I'm going to reply something. I'm gonna tell you something, boy. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, if y'all new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. I'm just Doobie. 9 times 10, you don't know who I am. But subscribe if you're new. I appreciate you. Enjoy the video. Terrifying kid shows.
Instead, I shuffle the functions of every hole in your face.
I forgot that fucking triangle did that. I forgot that triangle did that. I forgot it did
a kid show, by the way. Growing up, there were a few channels that immediately told you what kind of experience you're about to have. Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. Whether it was after school on a Saturday morning or in the middle of the night, those were the channels made for kids. You turned them on expecting colorful worlds, goofy characters, and stories that never got too serious. You thought you knew what you were getting into. But have you ever turned on the TV, seen the promo that your favorite show is getting a new episode, you sit down and watch, and next thing you know, you're traumatized?
Oh my God, that's fucking crazy.
Because for some reason, these kid shows had a habit of putting in things a child had no business watching. So today I gathered a few characters and
I ain't gonna lie, that boy Bill, you feel what I'm saying? That almost made me be scared of the shape, the triangular shape, I swear to God. Yo, this is the first thing I knew. This was the Illuminati as a kid. This was the Illuminati before we even knew what the Illuminati was.
Episodes from these quote-unquote kid shows that genuinely terrified me when I was younger. And the perfect place to start is with Gravity Falls. This show altogether is borderline not a kid show. In a different universe, this was airing on Adult Swim. But there were...
The Gravity Falls never aired on Adult Swim, right? Nah.
There were two characters specifically that haunted me the most. Bill Cipher, of course. We'll get to that.
Bill Cipher, oh my God, you fucking...
in a second. But before Bill, there was the Summerween Trickster. A 7'9" pile of rotting candy going door to door, eating children who lack the Summerween spirit. Now, mind you, this whole thing is Deborah's fault.
Trick or treat.
It is different.
Dude, really? You're a little old for this, man. Sorry.
But wait,
Imagine telling a nigga he too old for this shit. Yo, of course you're gonna get fucking on it. It is Differ's fault. What do you expect?
He's doing all this because Wendy said Summerween is for kids, by the way, bro. You're 12. Nigga, you're the target audience. And what makes me even more upset is that he does it again.
What?
Yo, Dipper. You have an entire bowl of candy. I don't care if you think he's too old to be trick-or-treating. If you don't open that door and give that grown man some sand pop, and since you thought you were too...
Bro, mind you, right? Not only did Dipper, what's the name? He has a book that if he would have just, casually flipped through the book, he would have seen it. He would have seen the dude's face or the dude's body in the book that he actually has. If he would have seen that, then he would have been straight. He just like,
the murder of that innocent boy is on your hands. So then he tells them, if you want to live, you would need to bring him 500 pieces of candy before all the jack-o'-melons are blown out. Now, when I was a kid, the way he looked didn't scare me at first. His voice kinda had me on edge, but it wasn't until he crawled up that building. I just never like when things move oddly, and all my old frustrations started coming back to me. Dipper had me stressed. We just saw this demon eat a child and then give you a deadline for your life. Everybody else is ready to go trick-or-treating all night. This nigga go all night. Yes. Why is that so surprising? Do you not want to live? You want to go to that party so bad just to lean on the wall all night. So afterwards, they do end up getting all 500 pieces, but of course, Dipper drops it all down a random dick.
Why does he just drop that motherfucker down a fucking... Oh my God, Dipper. I ain't gonna lie, I did not realize how much of a dickhead he was.
With there being no jack-o'-melons left, he emerges from the darkness.
knock, knock.
All his limbs extend an extra 4 feet, grew an extra pair on his back, chased him.
He did this shit on purpose. You can't tell me he didn't. Shit, it added in something. He didn't want to give a grown man some candy. That's what he did. That's what it was. He kept thinking I was a grown ass man. I'm not gonna give him no candy. That's what it was, bro. Whole time different wanted to go trick or treating. He wanted to up the candy himself. I don't give a damn. That was selfish.
Down, grabs them all with ease, and if it wasn't for Seuss, every single one of them would have been dead. But as they're driving, we see all the broken candy flying back together, forming this blob. And I truly, with all my heart, hate having to hide from things, even today. If I'm playing a horror game and I'm forced to hide, I gotta pause it for a second. I gotta catch my bearings. Chase me, cool. Let me fight back, amazing. You give me a gun, I'm not scared no more. But you got me hiding under a twin-size bed. And before we get to Bill, do y'all remember those little short mini episodes they used to release? The hide behind episode specifically, oh my, bro, that used to scare the living shit out of me. And it will only ever play in the middle of the night. If the sun was up, you would never see that episode.
Nah, wait a second. I ain't gonna lie. Cartoons, I ain't gonna count, bro. We all know about that shit. Cartoons knew what the fuck they were doing. When they get around nighttime, they put scary shit in front of you. I know they did that shit on purpose. Like, they have Billy and Mandy and shit. I remember watching Billy and Mandy. I used to watch Billy and Mandy late as hell at night. I'd be like, what the?
It's always when you have to go to bed.
Chicken scared me, not gonna lie. Wait, hold up. Hold up. I don't think Robot Chicken, I feel like Robot Chicken was life. I feel like they made Robot Chicken to resemble a little bit of life. Now, I say that is because, like, real life shit, these niggas was funny. That shit was hard. I wasn't scared of the Robot Chicken, though. When I was younger, bro, the intro scared me. It's really though? That's interesting. I was always so hyped to watch Robot Chicken.
Dipper was trying to uncover this legend about this monster that you can never see, but if you hear a certain noise, it was there. All I remember is that when it emerged from the tree, my throat immediately closed. My body shook. From that day forward,
oh yeah, when that motherfucker went to hide in that bit was real deal. Like, hiding from this thing, he could not see it.
Watch the full episode up until that part. When that end part came on, I closed my eyes, turned around, plugged my ears, something. I can count on one hand the amount of times I actually saw what this creature looked like. But while the submarine trickster and the hide behind monster creeped me out, there was one Gravity Falls character that had me convinced the world was ending. Bill Cipher.
Everybody thought the world was ending when they seen that boy Bill Cipher. But I can say one thing, that probably is by far the coldest character in Gravity Falls. But he did kind of scare the shit out of me just a little bit. Like, hey, yo, you would have thought he was so regular. He thought we used to thought he was like, we knew he was evil, but he's like a comp evil. But he did creep me the fuck out sometimes.
It should be obvious on why this dude's scary. He's a damn triangle. I'm pretty sure it was around 2012 to 2015 when the Illuminati was talked about on every corner of the internet. And guess when?
You like a villain, you like this shit.
The show was airing from 2012 to 2016. Now, kid me didn't even know what the Illuminati was.
Exactly what I said. You didn't, bro. As a kid, you don't even know what the Illuminati was. You just looking at Bill, you just like, yo, this nigga sick. And then it's like, what the fuck? He was an Illuminati. All right, bitch. You just dick rolled me. I ain't gonna lie.
Boy, fuck you. Died today. Boy, fuck you. Died today.
I had to get it 2 times. But, bro, Bill was the Illuminati before I knew what the Illuminati was. I swear to God.
Really, I was just scared of it. Anytime I went on YouTube, Jay-Z Illuminati, Beyonce Illuminati, LeBron Illuminati, Michael Jackson Illuminati, saying damn near every celebrity was a part of it, and me not knowing what it was, I immediately assumed it was some demon shit. I rebuke that. Keep that negativity away from me. So when we seen Bill in the show and pairing that with what I thought he was based off of, I genuinely thought it was over for us. Especially since, do y'all remember in 2012 the theory going around that the world was going to end that year? Younger me thought it was up, and the icing on the cake was, I remember this shit like it was yesterday. I lived in New York at the time. Apartment was on the 7th floor. I was sitting on the little coffee.
Now, when around that little time when they said the world was gonna end, you would have thought that nigga Bill did it, nigga. You would have thought Bill Cipher the reason that shit ended.
Table eating a spoon of peanut butter, enjoying whatever I was watching, and then boom, everything in the crib started shaking. I started screaming, "Ma! Ma, what's happening? My dad was at work, so she grabs my little sis,
That's a
told me
fat
and my
ass-
brother
that's
to
a
put our
fat ass
shoes
one.
on. It was an earthquake. We start running down the stairs, and all that's on my mind is what if the earth breaks and we fall down and hit lava? Mind you, that shit not even possible. That can't even happen. But we get downstairs, wait like 5 minutes, and it was over.
When y'all was a kid, did y'all ever wear one of these? Have y'all ever like wore one of those? I never wore one. I know, but I know you wore one. I knew you was like a Spider-Man one type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Who actually wore one of these outfits? I was
After
a ninja.
experiencing that, I genuinely thought we were doomed. Earthquakes were happening. The Illuminati was everywhere. Bill was terrorizing Mabel and
Terrorizing
Dipper, and now he's
Dipper.
coming after me. And his
God.
first appearance, for me, anything that is some weird ritual shit, I turn it off. And reversed audio, I've always hated that shit. It's always linked to some evil message or something. That's why I can't listen to EXO Tour Life by Lil Uzi. I can listen to any other song by him but that one. I heard that one reverse audio of the
I
song
wore Ninja for Halloween for 12 years straight. God damn.
back in 2017. Looking back, I'm almost 100% sure it wasn't real, but I wasn't taking no chances. I would.
There's reverse audio in Lil Uzi song. I didn't know that. All different colors.
Wasn't about to have that evil shit playing in my ears. 8 years later, and I'm still the exact same way. That song would never be played in my presence. But that's how Gideon summoned Bill. And the first thing he does is pull the teeth out of a deer's mouth. He's just doing shit. Anytime he's around, I just felt uneasy. And what he says in this episode goes back to the whole Illuminati all-seeing eye thing.
Darkness approaches. A day will come in the future when everything you care about will change.
Will change.
Until then, I'll be watching you.
I'll be watching you.
Later on, he pops up on Dipper trying to make a...
Yeah, when he said that shit, I thought it was so calm, and then it was like, it was like calm and scary at the same time. Nigga, when you get older, it's like, that shit's calm. But then as a kid, you like, but what the heck you mean by that? Like, what's gonna happen next? And that's why Gravity Falls was a calm.
deal with
Nerd
him.
ass nigga. I don't give a damn. Call me what you want. But that's why Gravity Falls is also a good show.
He'll crack the code to this laptop, and in return, he just wants a puppet. Dipper was like, man, but Mabel worked really hard on those. But Bill then starts feeding into his mind how he's been sacrificing everything for her while she does nothing for him, just manipulating. And of course, it was a trick. The puppet he wanted was him. Ripped the soul out his body, took over, making Dipper pretty much non-existent. Every time he showed up, they found a way to make him worse. Ripping Dipper out his body wasn't enough, apparently. This dude created a couch made of human flesh, his words exactly. And the clip you seen earlier,
Ain't that the thing with what I was gonna say? What it was again? That was when they let Bill free? When they were stupid as fucking let that nigga free?
entire town was telling him to get out of his city, calling him out his name and everything. The one dude who was actually welcoming, trying to be on his side. Now, to be fair, he was blazing, but did that deserve every...
Like, you seen, bro, why would they let something like this dude be free? Like, that's what I'm just now thinking of. Why would you let Bill be free? Like, and then look at this nasty piece of work that he just did.
hole in his face to get swapped. Later on, we see him turn humans into statues building his throne. He sat in that chair for no more than 25 seconds. It was used for background decor.
You two wait here. I've got some children I need to make into corpses.
I truly don't understand how this was allowed to...
Nigga doing no good, straight evil. No bap though, but that's why he's probably one of my favorite characters.
Do they know the amount of children they...
You can lie. It might have been evil, but it's that good evil. You ain't gonna lie, it was tough. It'll have you frightened. Imagine being in that world and he's out in the open. Yo, I would never feel safe. Unless I'm the main character.
Nightmares to this. But as crazy as Bill was, at least it kind of made sense for Gravity Falls. The entire show was built around monsters, mysteries, conspiracy theories. That kind of tone wasn't too far-fetched. Adventure Time, on the other hand, this show had...
What was the scariest thing in Adventure Time other than the Lich? I can't say, maybe my goat show. I think the only thing scary other than the Lynch was probably when you first meet Marceline. You feel what I'm saying? Probably when you first meet Marceline, but when you get later into the show, you know that she wasn't that scary. You said behind regular show? Facts. Okay then. You know, look.
One of the biggest shifts.
I don't know who else was scary. Huh.
in cartoon
It has
history.
just been them
When
two.
you think of this show, you think of gumdrops, pancakes, singing excellent tunes.
Making
But then one
pancakes,
day the
making
writer sat down
pancakes.
and gave us
The end.
the Lich, a character that felt like he belonged in an entirely different show.
That nigga, the Lich, that's evil, gang. And that really just scared me out of my boots for real.
He doesn't have any reason or some
Yo,
tragic
he's
backstory
so
to make you feel
wicked.
bad for him. He wasn't out for revenge, wasn't striving for power or money. He
Nothing.
just wants death. He was pure evil, the embodiment of despair. Unlike most villains who want to conquer the world, he wanted it erased. And there wasn't a single moment where he believed he wouldn't make it happen.
Then this nigga, this dude won, by the way. Yo, he actually got what he wanted at the end, right? Yeah, he got what he wanted at the end. Actually, and then he just got hold, and then I think he still did what he did.
He was first seen sealed inside this tree. Whoever gets close hears him chanting spells trying to possess your mind and body. These crystals on their head is protecting them, but any little thing can be taken over. There was a snail in Finn's backpack that freed him. They didn't even
He even got a snail. He was really evil, straight up. Yeah.
try to kidify the design. They wanted kids to be scared. Now this demon was free to roam the lands, went to his lair unleashing hundreds of souls, regaining his power. And when he entered Finn's mind, the main reason why this dude was intimidating is the voice actor. I was dead scared of this dude, bro. He was trying to lure Finn into walking in the pit. He was trying to make my go off himself. I hated him, bro. And when Finn overcame it and was beating him, the dude was laughing. After that, Ice King's dumbass drops PB into the pit. The next
Fucking dumbass nigga, like Ice King. That's probably one of the worst things Ice King ever done. I'm not gonna lie. That's gotta be one of the worst Ice King moments ever, bro.
episode picks up
When he
following
dropped her
PB's
into the
recovery.
lake.
Everything seemed fine at first until she started tweaking. The essence of the Lich transformed
Started bullshit.
her into this monster. They ended up freezing her, stopping her in
That
her
used
tracks.
to
She was
piss me
fine later
off.
on, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's celebrating that the
Yeah.
princess is alive.
Who's better for Finn? Flame Princess or Princess Bubblegum? Keep it up. Who was y'all rooting for at the end of that? Like at the end of that little thing. You so good but slow? Yeah. Who would y'all think? Who was y'all rooting for? Flame Princess or Princess Bubblegum? Had to been Flame Princess. I was with the Flames. You feel what I'm saying? I was rocking with the Flames. Bubblegum? Fuck Bubblegum. Man, she do my dog. Bubblegum, no bubble. Right.
But in the very back of the room, we see that the Lich lives on, occupying the body of that snail. A few seasons later, Finn has a nightmare about the Lich coming back and killing the legendary hero Billy. And that's the thing with the Lich. You can beat him, seal him, destroy his body, it doesn't matter. He's gonna find his way back. Now, Finn knows the Lich is exactly who he think he is. He knew that wasn't no regular dream, it was a premonition. So they find Billy and tell him what's going on. Billy hears them out and said, I bet I got a plan. They spend the rest of the episode collecting what they need.
Quick question. Hold on. Right. Okay. So he said he did this.
Nail.
Hold on. let
A
me see.
few seasons later, Finn has a
I was trying to figure out, like, could he have known? Because I know y'all was legit. Y'all never knew that he was the Lich. But I knew he attacked them, but I didn't think he was the Lich.
lives
you know what I'm
on,
saying?
occupying the body of that snail.
Let me see
A
something.
few seasons
Okay, his eye color. I thought the eye colors would have changed. I don't think Finn would have ever known this.
later, Finn has a nightmare about the Lich coming back and
thought it was
killing
like a
the Lich. Destroy his body, it doesn't matter. He knew that wasn't no regular dream, it was a premonition. So they find Billy and tell him what's going on. Billy hears them out.
His eyes are a little bit greener, though. Was it like yellow? Then this was like a little bit greener. Cause Finn could have never told the difference.
and said,
We'll
I
never
bet I
know
got a
the
plan.
difference. I
They
ain't
spend the rest of the
never
episode
known
collecting
the
what they need to stop the Lich. The final item they needed was PB's crystal, but what she yells after.
Necronomicon.
That's not Billy! It's the Lich!
Huh? That's the who? Till this day, I don't know how she even knew that, but those words were genuinely terrifying. This whole time, we thought Finn and Jake were helping a friend, but in reality, they were assisting death. One of the Gumball Guardians blasts Billy, shaving half his face off, revealing the Lich. The entire vibe of the episode switched. You go from hearing
Now, mind you, right? After that moment, Finn probably, I'm not gonna lie, he thinks with he instantly goes straight to his fucking gut. Like, he doesn't think with his mind, he thinks straight with his gut. You know what I'm saying? That's why we fuck with him the most. But he thinks with his gut so quick, and he just broke the thing.
Music to an ominous hum. My 7-year-old brain couldn't comprehend what was going on. Finn thought destroying the book was...
I ain't gonna lie, would y'all have broke it? Would y'all have broke it, or y'all would have... I ain't gonna lie, thinking about it, I probably ran the bubble gum, but whole time, in the heat of the moment, I would have tried to break it too, though. In the heat of the moment, I probably would have tried to break it. Like, nigga, you ain't getting this. You not getting this. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, what else would you have done? Broke it just like Finn did. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I go off straight feelings. I'm breaking this shit. You ain't, because what if he's like, I feel like he was so close to him that like he wasn't gonna be able to run away. So yeah, I'm gonna end up breaking that motherfucker.
Stop the Lich from getting what he wants, but it did the complete opposite. It opened the portal. They get to Prismo, which is this wish granted
talking you for sure. Exactly. That's why I would have broke it. So I don't blame Finn.
Entity. He tells him, "Oh, the Lich, yeah, he was here. He wished for the extinction of all life, and I did it." Kid me
that
probably didn't understand it.
Yo, he just did world domination, world ending phenomenon. Just saying, "Oh, is this thing living thing?" Yo, like pure evil.
Exactly what that meant, but looking at it now, he won. Evil. Everyone that Finn and Jake held dear is gone. They're only alive because they're in this dimension. He killed everyone in that universe and just vanished. Technically, the Lich accomplished his goal. But of course, the show wasn't just gonna end like that. Imagine they got the news that everyone died, then it just cuts to the credits. So Finn makes his wish for the Lich to have never have existed, which created this whole other world. And I don't know if Prismo isn't able to fully get...
Oh yeah, that's that thing when what's the name got the got the crown, and Marceline was old as hell. Damn, Marceline really let herself go in this alternate thing. She really let herself
rid of the Lich, or if he just half-assed his wish. Because the way the Lich got here originally was inside a comet, crash landing, wiping out life on a planet for centuries, by the way, and was awakened during the Great War because the bomb that dropped was strong enough to do so. All this dude Prismo did was create a timeline where the bomb got stopped. Not erased, just stopped. The Lich is still sitting in the fucking ground. So guess what happened? He woke up again. This version of Finn is who got the Ice King's crown. It was too powerful, driving him crazy, unintentionally detonating a bomb, releasing the Lich. Luckily, Jake still had his wish. After seeing the Lich return, he wished that the Lich's original wish was asking for Finn and Jake to go home. So as of right now, the...
Oh, wow. What? Wait. So you telling me that... I forgot about that. Yo, this nigga Jake is a GOAT. Hold on. Jake is the GOAT. Jake is actually the GOAT. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, he asked her to send him home. I would have just said, yo, maybe some pancakes.
Lich is just waiting. A whole season goes by and he's still sitting here. Finn and Jake head back to Prismos because they wanted to know how to get to the Citadel. Turns out that place is only accessible to cosmic criminals. But them being cool, Prismo tells them, fine, I'ma help you commit a crime. Which is by waking up this old man whose slumber is responsible for Prismo's existence. But it's all good. You're gonna...
Wait, what? Wait. The reason, the dude was old as fuck. They woke,
stop existing for a little while until the old man heads back to sleep, right? No. The Lich wakes up, grabs the old man, and straight up erases him, turns him into dust, laughs in their face too after murking their mans. A kid show.
Yo, that nigga the Lich, bro. That nigga is such a menace. This nigga's pure evil. He heard he killed that nigga Prismo and just instantly did that shit. Nigga didn't even think about waking him up. Just killed him. Like, he don't even care. He just killed him.
By the way, that nigga is dead. So a Citadel guard takes him away. Finn and Jake catch a ride there. And the Lich is strong enough to defy the whole freezing process. He frees not only himself, but other criminals as well. So he finally sheds the skin of Billy and hits us with one of the most iconic lines in cartoon history.
Fall.
This single speech cemented the Lich as a top villain for me. Tells Finn there's only darkness for him and death for his people. He will take his army of monsters, travel to billions of worlds.
We will sail until every light has been extinguished. You are strong, child, but I am beyond strength. I am the end.
Now he does lose because Finn hit him with some blood, turning him into a big ass baby.
Oh yeah, turning him into the Lich baby. Oh yeah, when he got turned into the Lich baby, it was over with. That Lich baby shit. Then he got what it called? Who was his parents again? It was the pig and then what's the elephant's name again? Tree Trunks. Yeah, Tree Trunks. Hey, that's her name, Miss Tree Trunks.
Not gonna lie, I know he's a baby now, but I'll make it quick.
Him,
now, this next one I didn't fully watch as a kid. I seen glimpses here and there, but I just fully watched it now as a 20-year-old, and I understand why younger me ain't watched this shit. What child wants to look at this?
Yeah, I never watched this show a damn. Y'all ever watched this show? It did look a little scary, but I still never got to it. I probably never could catch it.
Shit would terrify a kid. The show is called Over the Garden Wall. It's about these two brothers who get lost in the woods, now trying to find their way back home. The theme song alone would have been enough for me to turn this off. Gravity Falls and Adventure Time has an upbeat intro, bright colors, fun music. The visuals make you feel as if you're about to go on some grand adventure. And then you have this show. It looks like it came from an old VHS tape hidden in an attic from a house built in the 1900s. The colors are washed out and the song itself is some man slightly singing a poem with a piano in the background. This the type shit you would hear at the end of a movie when your favorite character dies in slow motion. That's the best way I can describe it. This show is in constant darkness. You got the animals of the woods watching you, some old man in the forest humming as he's chopping wood, a frowning tree oozing a black substance from his face. This is all within the first 2 minutes of the first episode, by the way. And then the third minute, they get chased by some wolf monster and they dim the colors even more. You mainly only see just two eyes and a mouth. And then they stumble upon...
What the fuck is this show? Why would I want to watch this as a kid? Why would I want to watch this? What is
a cult of pumpkin people. And if you even mumble the fact that you want to leave, they trap you in the barn, surround you in the darkness.
It saddens me that you don't wish to stay here with us. Particularly because I simply have to punish you for your transgressions.
You what? Then later on, we find out this whole village is actually filled with dead people. They're all skeletons wearing pumpkins. That little girl, that old man, fucking Wemby over there are all dead. Purposely as well, I assume. I don't think they died from natural causes. They popped out the grave happy as hell. And honestly, I feel like anything that has an old-timey atmosphere is automatically just more scary. Like, would you rather have something chasing you?
It's a lie, bro. You can't tell me Robot Chicken not scary. I ain't gonna lie that it's a lie. Put it in. Yeah, it's tough. I don't get it. I don't know, bro. I thought it was tough in my opinion. I just was ready to see what happens after, like, I just waited for him to hook him onto that chair and put the little thing on his eyeballs and then wait for the first scene to pop up.
In a city or have something chase you in a village from the 1500s. Because if you're escaping...
Also, I did like when Robot Chicken did the what's name too. Like, it was like, it was like the scientists putting the chicken on the chair, and then later on with the new seasons, the robot got strong as shit, put bro on the chair, and then they just started fighting in the next area. The beginnings of that motherfucker was actually pretty tough. But the first season, I can see why you say it was terrifying for you.
Vehicle is a damn BMW, man. I'd feel safe as hell versus a wagon and a horse. There was this other time when they took shelter in his rundown house. The whole time, you think Lorena, the sick girl, was protecting them from her auntie. I mean, I'd believe it. This big-ass quote-unquote woman with a voice box of an elderly man.
Has anyone come here today?
If you told me she was the monster, I wouldn't ask twice. But in reality, the auntie was protecting them from her. She turns into this demon, and once again, the moving oddly shit I don't like. I don't understand what about this is supposed to appeal to children. They take the horror levels a little too high. Who's the target audience? And
yo, as a kid, nigga, I would be terrified of this shit. Jab the nose, stop touching me.
Throughout the show, there were constant mentions of the beast that resides in the woods. The times where you do see it is when it's a black figure lurking in the background telling the woodsman to keep that flame lit or the soul of his daughter is gonna vanquish. Dude, and he's one of those villains that just speaks to you. He doesn't physically force you to do anything. He gets in your head, manipulates you, telling the woodsman that his way is the only way. And he gets the little brother to follow him into the darkness, but to be fair, That kid's a dumbass. But then we find out the truth of what's been going on in these woods. Those trees with faces weren't a design choice just to make it a little more scary. Those trees were actually people. The beast turned lost souls into trees and was trying to do the same to the little brother. This is when the woodsman found out that for years, he's been unknowingly cutting down and burning these trees, these souls. And the beast was urging him to murk those kids to use them as fuel for the lantern. And then we see the way the beast actually looks.
What is that?
Are you serious?
What the fuck? Wait, ooh. Ugh. Bro, what is that? What?
This is giving any child nightmares for the next week. Matter of fact, watch this late enough at night, it's scaring grown adults. There is nothing kid-friendly about this. But yeah, that's all I got for right now. If y'all know any other terrifying childhood shows, characters, moments, whatever, let me know in the comments.
Bro, I swear to God, that is not no kid show, bro. You can't tell me that's a kid show. When does a terrifying tree man become a kid show? But W show though, W video, but that's.
I'ma let my head talk.